We'll continue the discussion now with Dr. Ronny Jackson joining us live. He's a retired Rear Admiral. He's also former Chief Medical Advisor to President Trump. Good to see you, sir, this morning. I appreciate you coming on here. Your reaction right now to the Atlanta police officer charged with felony murder, and perhaps if you want to weigh in on what the sheriff had to say.
Well, I tell you, I agree with everything the sheriff said. I think that this is a shame. This is not the same as the Mr. Floyd case. This is completely different. And this was all caught on video. It's out there. This is going to be investigated. This is an instance right now of this police officer being tried in the public, without all the facts that are available. So we need to get the facts on this. It needs to be investigated. It's pretty obvious to me and most people at this point that he's been overcharged at this point. And I'll just tell you that there's a political push right now from the far left and the liberal press to bring police down all over this country, and this is being driven for political purpose. And it's a shame to see this happening, and it's a shame to see what's going on in this country right now with the attitude toward our police officers, most of which are out there putting their lives on the line every single day to defend our lives, our property, and make sure that we stay safe. And I don't like what I'm seeing at all.
I got to get your thoughts on this. I'm going to switch topics with you to the big rally coming up in Tulsa, about 48 hours away, in fact. And now the head of Tulsa's health department says it's better if people do not attend. We'll play this for you.
Let me be clear. Anyone planning to attend a large-scale gathering will face an increased risk of becoming infected with COVID-19. Also, I want to be clear. We support everyone's American rights as Americans to assemble. We want to keep people safe.
You're a doctor. You're a candidate for public office. Do you think he should be telling people not to attend a political rally?
No, I don't think so. I think this is a decision that's being made by the White House, by the governor. They're falling within the current guidelines that are out there for the state. And if we continue, I've said this before, if we continue to let public health officials at this point drive this train and decide whenever we open up small business again, when we get our economy back up and running, and when we get back to life as normal, it will never happen. It's just not going to. So the president's leading on this. He's out there. He's leading by example, showing that we don't have to be afraid of this anymore. We need to get out there. We need to get back to normal. Now, I would say that, those that are in really vulnerable populations, obviously the extremely elderly, those with serious comorbidities, those that are immunocompromised, they should not probably attend this rally. But the rest of the people that are young and healthy, that are out there, that are ready to get back to life as we used to know it, I encourage them. I think it's going to be a great thing. I'm excited about it.
And, just to note, this is not some free-for-all. It's reported that they will be doing temperature checks, hand sanitizer will be given out, CDC guidelines will be followed. Also, every person entering the arena will get a mask. It holds some up to 20,000 people, but there will be people outside as well. So just keep that in mind. But there are some, Doctor, before we go, that do say, hey, you should move the entire rally outside. Would you advise the same thing?
I think they thought this through. I think that the venue that they have in place is probably appropriate. It's a big venue. They'll have plenty of folks in there, but I think that they've made the proper decision on this. It's not like this hasn't been looked at and considered, from the White House standpoint, with regards to the medical impact of this. So I trust their judgment on this. The president's, he's led the way on this from the very beginning, and he's done what he's had to do to get us back to work and back to life as we used to know it. And I think this is a continuation of that process, and we're in June right now. The numbers in this virus, they are tapering off, and there's still a lot of manipulation out there, by the way, with the numbers, and I don't trust some of the numbers that are coming out anymore because I think that they're being manipulated for political purposes as well.
We're going to go. Are you going to be watching the rally Saturday?
Yes, sir. You betcha.
All right. Good to see you. Thanks for your thoughts. I appreciate that. Dr. Ronny Jackson, as always, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Anytime.